Hello, this is Artifacts of Mars, and this is Disclosure coming to you from Jumioni on Second Life. This is Spirit Soul 520, Part 5. We're going to look at a few plants, and then we're going to look at the main structure that I was going to show. Here we have an unusual object which appears to have an artificial pattern on it. Very distant, it's hard to tell exactly what pattern it is, but it appears to be a series of bars with the crossbar going through it about 2/3 of the way down. Interesting, too far to be conclusive. Right here, if we look really closely, we can see clear evidence of a bush. Almost like a bonsai, if I wanted to say that. Or it's not a bonsai. But it's definitely a bush. You can see the stem here. And if you look carefully, you can see the crown. See how it spreads out. So there's a fairly decent image of a bush. And it's on Mars. Now, why isn't the public screaming about this? Alright, now we're going to look at the structures on the... I'm going to back off a little bit. Here we have two interesting structures. This one's kind of a hooded deal, and then it's like a little stove-like thing inside there, and another hood. And this is a bigger thing. It's open to the front. You have a little separator here, and you have two passageways, and then a doorway or whatever. Interesting structure. I'm not done studying it. We're going to move right along really quickly, because I don't want this to stretch into the 6th video. Here we have a couple of little A-frames. Two of them are very similar. There we have repeatability. Very, very similar objects. Typical of the Martian landscape. I'm kind of used to seeing them. In a way, that's a shame to say that I'm seeing so many of these things that I'm used to seeing. Now we're going to look at the main structure before we go over to alien artifacts and look at the models. Here we have a building, thin-shelled, hollow, sitting right there in the Martian desert. First NASA didn't want to get too close to this thing because then the public would ask too many questions. Well, I'm asking questions right now. Why aren't we being told what this building is? Very interesting object. The subject of many hours of study by me. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go on over to alien artifacts. There I am in my cowboy outfit, my 6-shooter. And here are the models that I've created for this photo. One on the left is the main structure, model of the main structure. One on the right is the A-frames. We've seen them in the photo, so I'm not going to go over the photo. Once again, these are hollow objects. They're not boulders sitting on the ground. And the public needs to question what you've been told. What you've been told is science fiction. That's the bottom line here. What you've been told about Mars is science fiction. They are lying to you, and you need to demand the truth. This will conclude this series on Spirit Soul 520. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll contact your representatives and demand that they tell you the truth. I'm Artifacts Mars, and I approve of this message.